Quick question before we go ahead and dive into this, man. Is the lighting right now worse than the one yesterday? I need you guys to let me know. I don't know if I'm too pasty or not. I don't know if the lighting is better in the last video, so go ahead and let me know. But in today's video, we are going to be discussing the Arizona Cardinals and Monti Ossenfort's free agency decisions because they have not been fantastic so far, so we're going to go ahead and deep dive a little bit. Going back into the season, I wasn't necessarily a fan of all of these moves, but I totally understood them and it made sense. Some of them were overpays, a lot more than others, like Justin Jones. We're going to go ahead and talk about his contract. Butal Nichols. We'll talk about all their contracts. But evaluating the team last year in 2023, literally the Cardinals defensive tackles, I think we lost our first three. Like our starting three defensive tackles all dropped. So the Arizona Cardinals went out and did what you expect. Go get players who are better than you have now that have been playing consistent games and are known for not missing. That's what they did with Butal Nichols. As you guys see, 14 games, 13, 16, 17, 17, 17, 3 years straight. Butal Nichols was known for his durability, and now he's on IR. Pretty much sums up the Arizona Cardinals. Then we also look at Justin Jones, and it's a lot of the same. Another defensive tackle who is on IR for the Cardinals right now. He played 15, 12, 11, and then 17 and 17 in back-to-back years just to come to Arizona, play 3 total games. It has just not been fantastic. Both defensive tackles that Monti Ossenfort went out and signed are gone for the year. The crazy thing is, we're not even at week 7 yet. Poor Jonah Williams, man. The dude didn't even get to finish the first game. He was known for playing as well. He played 10 games his first year, then 16, 16, and 17. It's a guy known for not missing games, and then the Cardinals go out and sign him, and then he gets hurt in week 1. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, but the Cardinals have to be cursed or something, because there's just no way, right? 3 guys known for staying healthy and being durable and available on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays just drop like flies within the first 6 weeks of the season. You can't make that up. Like, you genuinely can't. It is insane. With the Cardinals free agency approach, like we said, it was just raise the floor, raise the talent, and that's kind of what they did. Justin Jones and Butal Nichols, I think, would have been solid and actually helped this defense a lot, especially if BJ Ojulari, Darius Robinson, like all those guys stay healthy. I think if a lot of our starters don't drop before the season, that we're probably looking in a pretty good spot right now, and our defense would be a little bit better than it is. We are still one of the lowest invested in defenses, so I don't think we would have been fantastic, but if there was like a realm of possibility that we could have got to top 15, top 18, I would have believed it, and this team would be a lot better right now because our offense has been pretty shaky to start, but like they're definitely the highlight of this team. Cardinals clearly know that they have a ton of contracts coming up into the 2025 season, and then they need to save their money. We're gonna have a ton of it. We're gonna have $100+ million going into next offseason. Obviously, with names like Budal Baker and James Conner, it might be a little difficult to get things done. You don't know if they're gonna be Cardinals. You have to figure that out as well, and you need to know if you have to invest any of your money into them. If you do, that cuts the prices down, but you still want to invest money into this defense. I think that is the clear vision, and hopefully I'm right. If I'm not right, then I really don't see the vision here, because clearly I was okay with saving and spending in 2025. That's your 3rd year of the regime. That's your 3rd year to kind of just like let everything settle in, go ahead and draft for 2 years, build the talent roster, get the roster constructed how you want, and then go ahead and go all in, push the chips in, because Kyler Murray's contract, and I know a lot of you guys hate it, but we have him for the next 3 seasons. So that is pretty solid. That is really good, and we need to go in right now because we have solid building blocks with Paris Johnson, Kyler Murray, obviously Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. Like, those are 4 names offensively that I am comfortable building around. And flipping to the defensive side, I really don't know. Like, Budal Baker should be in trade talks. I'm not saying we should trade him, but that should be something that is being discussed right now. Like, you don't want a Patrick Peterson situation where he requests a trade, we don't honor it, keep him on the team, we rebuild, we suck for the next 3 seasons, and then his trade value is non-existent, and then he leaves us in free agency. You don't want that. If you're going to do anything, you're going to capitalize on his trade value right now, even though I want Buda to be a Cardinal for lifer. He's come out multiple times and said that he doesn't want to get traded, and that hopefully if that does go down, that Monty will tell him and actually be part of the conversation. But that's an interesting topic. We're going to have a ton of money going into 2025, and I think we're going to invest, but let's go ahead and talk about the contracts that the Cardinals gave out in 2024 or 2023 technically. Free agency was not fantastic, but somebody who has been a highlight for the Cardinals was Mack Wilson so far. We signed him to a 3-year, $12.75 million deal. Contract includes a $3.5 million signing bonus and a $6.445 million guaranteed base. His average annual salary is $4.25 million a year, which is kind of a steal for the production that Mack Wilson has given us. And in 2024, his salary is literally $1.9 million. So he has lived up to his contract. He has been the only free agent who has really panned out for us because he's not only the only one playing, but the only one producing as well. Because the other dude who is playing right now, he's just not producing, has been Sean Murphy Buns. I mean, we signed him to a 3-year, $22.5 million contract, 17.39 million guaranteed. The signing bonus is 6 million, and his 2024 and 4.5 million of his 2025 salary are guaranteed. I didn't hate this signing at first, and genuinely I thought he would have a way better season than he had, because I know he was a holding merchant going into this, and in Tennessee he had a really bad year, but I thought good coaching could save him. I could not have been more wrong. I thought Jonathan Gannon and Nick Rallis were going to actually help him get back to his old ways in Tampa, where he was playing really solid corner, and that just hasn't been the case. He's just been a holding merchant for us, and I think he should be benched personally. He's literally one of the only free agents who is healthy for us right now, and he is not fantastic. So I think he needs to be benched. Let Max Melton go out there, get these valuable reps, and then just call it a day there, man. I mean, Sean Murphy-Bunting, you could just keep playing this thing out, but he's hurting us more than he's helping us. So I would make that move personally. Then we'll go to another signing that I'm not necessarily mad at, and I'm still a fan of this, even though he's only played one game for us, is Jonah Williams signing a 2-year, $30 million contract with the Cardinals, with 19 million of that being guaranteed with a $14 million signing bonus. His base salary in 2024 is $2.5 million, and unfortunately he did go down, but when he was playing, this offense looked pretty solid. I don't know if that's just the first drive effect, because we've had that all season. First drive were fantastic, and then after that we declined, so I don't know if Jonah Williams playing would help us, but we lost Will Hernandez, a right guard for the Cardinals, who has been fantastic for us. He kind of rejuvenated his career, and he's been fantastic ever since getting to Arizona, and then Jonah Williams was supposed to be that building block to allow Paris Johnson to move to the left, which he's done fantastic at, by the way, but Jonah Williams would have been fantastic to have all season long, and he's on IR right now, but he is expected to return, so only time will tell if this free agency signing was actually worth it. Jonah Williams is still up in the air, but I still like that one personally. Sean Murphy-Bunting I liked at the time, and that didn't pan out whatsoever, but let's go to the two that I think we were all very iffy on, and the first one is going to be Justin Jones, who we signed to a 3-year, $31 million contract. Let's talk about an overpay right here. $9.75 million in signing bonuses with 19 million guaranteed, almost 20 M's guaranteed. Average salary of $10 million a year. Now I understand the vision, and I wasn't mad. It was just a massive overpay, because if you wanted to go all in next year, then you probably could have spent money a lot cheaper and raised the floor still. Signing him to a 3-year contract is probably the biggest concern I have with this, because Justin Jones was not fantastic, but if he is able to still play games, like, I mean, he's going to be pretty solid, I guess. Not one of those moves where it's like, hey, that's a championship level defensive tackle, but like compared to last year, it raises the floor. So although I'm not a fan of this, and this is a massive overpay for the Cardinals, I mean, it does make sense. Like, in retrospect, I understand it. It's not a fantastic signing. A guy who was durable, stays healthy, dropped to IR. Shocker. The same thing goes for this guy right here, Butal Nichols, who we signed to a 3-year, $21 million. The Cardinals' run defense was abysmal last year. We invested in both of these guys to raise that floor, and they're not bad football players. I completely understand that, but like, good Lord. I don't hate this contract as much as I hate the Justin Jones one, if I'm being 100% honest. The Justin Jones contract was the worst one that Monti has handed out by far. This one is not as bad. $14.4 million guaranteed with a $6 million signing bonus, $7 million on average. And we continue to be one of the least invested in defenses, but that's completely fine as long as we actually spend the pocketbooks in 2025, because it's been a disservice to Kyler Murray in this offense, literally investing nothing into the defense. And I totally understand that we're not necessarily supposed to be competitive right now. You want to win football games, you want to stay in them, but like, this team was completely gutted a year ago. You have to understand where we came from. We're still trying to get talent, we're still trying to do all this, but it's just like the way they're taking it, I do like, as long as they invest in 2025. You get draft picks in 2025 as well. You get a better evaluation on this team. You can actually spend the pocketbooks while continuing to add talent through the draft. They're doing it through the draft. I like that. Don't overspend on free agents now, especially if you don't need to, but it is going to be year 3. I think it is time to go in. You guys let me know how you guys are feeling about it, but this free agency has been abysmal for Monti, and I think we can all agree on this. I was totally wrong on the Sean Murphy-Bunting signing. I will completely own up to that. I thought he would be a lot better, and then raising the floor on the defensive tackles, like, I thought it was a decent idea, but complete overpays, and now they're not even on the field. So it's crazy where the Cardinals actually stand right now. And then we also signed DJ Dallas to a 3-year contract for $8 million, who has basically been a return man. So we're paying 3 years, basically $8.25 million. So basically $2.4 million in guaranteed money with $2.75 annually for a return man. So yeah, he'll probably never see the field offensively as an actual running back. So, I mean, it's kind of an interesting signing, but he did return a touchdown. So, I mean, it's cool, I guess. I didn't think he was going to make the roster. I thought it should have been Michael Carter, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about these signings. What would you grade it from an A+, to an F. I need to know. With that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video, man. If you guys did enjoy, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content. So if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, man, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.